Hey guys, Cat Kom here with Studio Sweat On Demand, and we are here to talk about the tricep kickback. I love this exercise because almost anyone can do it. Last episode, we talked about the bicep curl, and I will tell you, one of the common mistakes I see with the tricep kickback is people making it a bicep curl or a bicep exercise. So let's just break it down. Let's workshop. When you're doing a tricep kickback, whether it's standing or seated, you want to hinge from the hip. That's the first tip. So this is me hinging from the hip. This is me hinging from the rib cage, which is prettier. I don't have to hear your answer. I know what it is. So you're going to hinge from the hips. Next thing that you're going to do is you're going to draw your elbows up, okay? So you can see that the caps of those dumbbells are very close to my hips. And then you do this extension. Notice when I do that extension, my elbow is locked in space in place, right? Okay, so that's one thing that I want you to think about. You're keeping those elbows locked in right there, okay? One of the things that I see all the time as well is people doing a row rather than a tricep kickback. There you're using your back and your biceps, all right? So when you're doing that tricep kickback, elbows high, take it back, squeeze it, leave your elbows in place, and then draw it back in. So one of the things I said in the beginning of this was I do see a lot of people do bicep curls sometimes when they're trying to do a tricep kickback. What they're doing is rather than drawing their elbows up, they're just lifting their hand forward. So you're hinged forward like you're getting ready to do a tricep kickback, but you're coming here and focusing on the front of the arm rather than the back of the arm. So you really want to make this about the back of the arm. So make sure that you focus on that. When you're doing the tricep kickback, if you want to get a little bit more out of it, I'm going to suggest when you extend that arm, you hold it for a second and you squeeze. When you do that, you're going to get the blood to pool in your tricep. If you do that, you are going to experience more muscle growth, which is what you're looking for here, right? So breaking it down one more time. Hinge from the hips, draw your elbows up and leave them there, straighten, and then bring it back in. And when you straighten, if you pause for just a second before you bring it back in, you're going to get a little bit more activation of that tricep. Now, a couple other things to think about. If you want to experience more growth, want more muscle in the arms than fat, you can play with the speed. So you get yourself in the position, you can go slow on the way out, quick on the way back. Slow on the way out, quick on the way back. Other thing that you can do is you can reverse that, okay? You can go quick, slow, quick, slow. So anytime with any exercise, if you play with the speed, you're going to experience some good results. You can also play with the mobility or the range of motion. So if I'm here, this would be a half kickback. Okay? This would be a half kickback as well. And then this would be your full range of motion. I like playing with all three of those. And if you do that, not only will it mix up your workout or your exercise, you'll also see some really great results from that. All right, if you have any other questions, please holla. That is your tricep kickback, and we do a ton of them in our body sculpting workouts here at Studio Sweat On Demand.